Hey there, and welcome back. So the last 2 weeks have been pretty busy with what I've been working on. Primarily, I've been working on continuing to build out the visual editor for Artisan Pack UI, and I've been working on something completely new and completely different from what I've done before. And I can't wait to share what I've been working on. So let's get started. Okay, so here in the visual editor, I've done a lot of work, especially around dragging and dropping, and then as you can see here, sort of columns and grid blocks and group blocks. But settings, first a columns block, again, similar to what you can do with WordPress. You can add a number of columns you want. Over here, and then we have all the different styling options, again, for tablet and desktop as well as mobile, which is the default. You can change things over here, change the alignment, all that fun business. Similar down here with the group block, you can add in more groups, and then you can control, column sizes at different screen sizes if you want, or just all of them be the same. And then you can also drag and drop blocks. So let's see, grab the column, like so. And then you can even drag and drop across blocks if you want, like so. Fortunately, I'm discovering it's one of the things I'm still working on is trying to get this more consistent, which is frustrating. But anyway, that's something I'm still working on. Again, this is still very, very early in the process, and that will be fixed obviously before we get to before it's released. And so that's really kind of what I did. As you're about to see, I didn't really work on this much last week because I was working on something else just to get out of my head and try and avoid some burnout. So let's jump over to that. Okay, so this is what I have been working on really for almost all of last week. Just kind of as a personal project to try something new and to sort of get away from what I had been doing with Laravel stuff for a long time and just needed sort of a reset. And so this is Hangar. This is a terminal window management application. It's built using Tari, and right now it supports Mac OS. Eventually it will work with Linux and Windows. I haven't had the time to really test it on that. I've just been really focused on the Mac right now. And still pretty early on in the process. I'm just using it for personal use right now to test it, to find the edges, which I have. Eventually it will be released, and eventually I'll do a longer video about how I built it, and as well as what it can do and showcase it. But I mean, it's been really helpful for me. As you can see, I can save or create different projects, save terminal windows, because especially with the MacBook that I have, it's approaching 6 years old, and it just it doesn't like to run things like PHP Storm very well. So I've been using the terminal window to use with Git and CodeRabbit and Claude and all of that. But every time I use it, I have to open the terminal app, get my windows all right, and it takes a good while to do it. So I wanted to create something that would just save that stuff for me. Even again, like obviously here we can see there's nothing in, or it's Claude. This will eventually be my Claude window. I can even rename it. But while it's not running Claude, obviously, even though I can run it now, it saves me time, and this can be my Git window. I can come in here and I can add in, this needs to be changed, but you can start Gemini, npm run dev, run build, run test, all that sorts of things real quickly, and it saves. so I can hop right into a project and I don't need to take up a lot of time getting my Windows or my terminal windows all set up. And so this is kind of something simple, pretty interesting to use. Learned a lot about application development while doing this, using Rust and JetBrains' Rust Rover. And not gonna lie, I used Claude for a lot of this just to help because Rust isn't something I'm used to. But just it was kind of fun to build an app that way, just to test it out, see what happens. And something that I know for sure will be useful for me. It hopefully might be useful for you and for others. Eventually it will be publicly available. Probably do like a free tier and a paid tier. Just, a little something as it's kind of a side project. But this was really fun to work on last week. Continuing to work through bug fixes and all of that. And hopefully sometime in March it should be publicly available. So that's it for today. What questions or comments do you have? Be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. To continue to see the stuff that I'm working on, as well as videos about web design, web development, Laravel, and all that fun stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button and to ring the bell for notifications. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.